voice problems. So you know, just be nice to her, and she's gonna play with you a little bit, and. And for those that are worried, yes, we have water for Eddie today. All right, so I'm going to shut up and wait for Eddie, and we're going to let Miss Allison play with you guys for a few minutes. Have fun.
Kill me. Is this thing on? Hi, everybody. Can I get some extra juice in this thing? You're going to get my best NPR impression today. Because I'm on mostly vocal rest. I'm not talking at my table because it feels like there is some very antagonistic alien thing in my throat that's hell-bent on me not talking. But hey, I got some jokes for you. You ready? Why can't you tell when a pterodactyl is relieving itself? Because the P is silent. Let me do the punchline. That's how this works. You audience, me warm up. I still love you. Okay, two Martians walk into a bar. One Martian says to the other, hey man, that girl just rolled her eyes at me. What should I do? The other Martian said, well, if you were a gentleman, you'd pick them up and roll them back to her. Okay, I got one more, and I need your help on it. So it's a simple yes or no. Will you remember me in a day?
Yes.
Will you remember me in a week?
Yes.
Will you remember me a month from now?
Yes.
Will you remember me in a year?
Yes.
Okay, knock knock. You've already forgotten. I got juice on that. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Can everybody hear that kind of okay? All right, I just came up with this just now.
DragonCon exclusive.
Warehouse 13, come on, grab your friends, where all the facts are changing hands. Eddie's a dog and I'm a human, and wonder never ends. Warehouse 13.
Allison, quick question. We'll get started whenever he wanders in. So we're starting now. We're kind of starting now. I'm unfortunately, as y'all can hear, this is my voice today. Isn't it just absolutely lovely? Yeah. But every year you guys come, and every year
Eddie does all the talking.
Well, yeah. First of all, you have to be just sit on him. Whatever. I don't know.
I'm not my brother's keeper.
You're not, no. Somebody asked me one time, it's like, can you make Eddie do, I'm like, I can't make Eddie do nothing. I don't know what y'all talking about. But we just love it when you come here and you're so great. Now, after this panel, you are going to be back on the Walk of Fame for a while, right?
Sure, I'll be back. I'll be at my table until 4, and then I need to get on an airplane.
And then, yes, gotta fly by. Also about your new show.
Stitchers.
Yeah, let's talk about a little bit of that. And I'm going to turn this over to my lovely, lovely two assistants. Cheryl is our Q&A person. Thomas is going to be holding the mic and giving it to Eddie whenever he shows up, and we're all in trouble.
Be afraid.
Talk now. Go to Stitchers.
Okay, all right. Whatever you guys want to know. What questions do you have about Stitchers? The only thing I can tell you is that we've had 2 great seasons. I've had a really wonderful time creating Camille, and trying to delineate her from Claudia, but also allowing the similarities between her and Claudia to just show. And we have until the end of September before our contracts are out, and the network needs to give us a decision as to whether or not we're going again. But it's certainly been a productive off season.
One of the things that you said the other day was that as Warehouse 13, you and Eddie and everyone who's come have talked about that. You guys are a family.
We sure are.
You did. And you said you even actually walked into that in Stitchers. And I just heard from another panel that they're feeling like a family. This is new for a lot of casts. they're saying. A lot of showrunners are saying that. Why do you think we're getting more and more of that, of people feeling, of working to have that kind of atmosphere of, we're all in this together? It seems to be a very different atmosphere than maybe 10 years ago in a lot of series TV.
Well, I think that's a two-part answer. I think that we're getting more of that because of the way that media has changed and the way that we, the actors and showrunners, are now able to communicate with you guys, with our audience. So, I think the family vibe has been around for as long as, since long before television, and there were just like, cave people putting on plays. And I think the other reason you're hearing it more is because more than ever, we need sincerity, which is kind of the great thing about DragonCon, right? Nobody's here to be ironic, maybe a handful, but in general, it's just a gathering of sincere enthusiasm, which is why I love it.
Yay!
Yeah. Is that right?
I think that's great. I think that's a great answer. I think it is very lovely.
Yeah.
Of
course.
A lot more of the family vibe, but then they cancel you guys with the only family-friendly sci-fi show like ever, and well, not ever, but just anyway, that bugged the crap out.
Thomas, you have to get the mic to Cheryl right.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Or shout it out and I'll repeat the question since I'm cozying up to my mic here.
And anybody who wants to ask a question, if you will come down the side and come in on this row, and we'll go this way, okay? Okay. Thank you.
Hi, Allison.
Hello.
I've had the fortune of seeing Eddie a few years now. This is my first time seeing
I'm so
you.
sorry.
Actually, when they were doing the Warehouse Eureka panels with him and Colin Ferguson, oh my God, my ribs still haven't recovered.
I can't even imagine. Like the pure caffeinated, testosterone-fueled adrenaline.
No one else talked. I've always wondered, what was your favorite artifact as Claudia, and what was your favorite part of being Claudia? Because she was such a varied, wonderful character.
Thank you.
She's honestly one of my favorites.
Thanks.
Because she was, that tech-minded female that most of us don't have that to look for. So, what was your favorite part of being Claudia, and what was your favorite artifact?
My favorite part of being Claudia was representing the kind of girl I'd always needed to see on TV, but didn't have. It was just this tremendous honor, and it's embarrassing to say it, but I was kind of growing up in front of a camera, and that's awkward, right? Like, anyone who's survived adolescence knows how uncomfortable that is. And so it felt like we were sharing something special as a cast, obviously, but that I was getting to share something special with you. Because as I've said before, it's all the cracks and the imperfections that make it so beautiful to me. So I think, in sum, my favorite part of being Claudia was being the sort of young childlike spirit of the show. I was the baby of the family, so to speak. Even though when I got the job, man, I thought I was hot shit. I was badass. I was like, oh yeah, I'm playing a computer hacker, coming in and abducting Artie. I'm badass. And then I look back at that first episode and I'm like, I'm a baby child. Look at that. I look back and I go, oh, young actress, how much you have to learn. And then favorite artifact, the metronome that kept Steve alive. Of course.
Next question. So first off, I just want to say you're just so nice. When I walked up to you yesterday, even though you can't talk, you just came across very
open and loving. So thanks for that.
My pleasure.
Did you feel lucky when you came in to your most major roles, Warehouse and Stitchers, that I've seen you in, and coming into these well-rounded characters? I mean, in Stitchers specifically, you're not just, you know, the tech girl, you're not just smart, you're very vivacious and alive. Claudia was too, but that bigger role, more rounded. Did you feel lucky getting those two parts right off the bat?
Absolutely, I absolutely. To this day, feel lucky that, you know, some people might use the word typecast, and if that's wrong, I don't want to be right. If I'm going to be constantly typecast as role models and intelligent, empowering women, bring it on. I mean, it works for Gillian Anderson. It can work for me. Yeah, I mean, you know, look, I'm gonna have my 15th anniversary in the business next January. And roles like Claudia and Camille, man, they are rare, and I feel, you know, yes, I feel lucky and I feel grateful to have been in the right place at the right time for them. At the same time, I also feel proud that that's my niche, that those are the roles that I'm most castable as, and not, you know, a representation of women that I don't particularly enjoy. And by the way, we love, okay, he's making an entrance, so I'm gonna say this before he pulls focus. This is important. The phrase strong female character is redundant. You don't say, yeah, because you didn't call Indiana Jones a strong male character, you just called him a badass. Shut up. You don't call Indiana Jones a strong male character, you just call him a badass. So stop, you know, like, it's not that we need more strong female characters. I mean, we do. We just need more female characters. By character, I mean the full, well-rounded, you get the idea. So now that he's here, no more progress can be made, and it will only be a dog and pony show from now on. I'm worried if you do. God, so tacky. I don't normally do this, but it's the last day. His tits are out. So I figured I'd break y'all up a little piece of the remix. I'm not trying to be rude, but hey pretty girl, I'm feeling you. The way you do the things you do reminds me of my Lexus coupe. That's why I'm all up in your grill, trying to get you to a hotel. Must be a football coach, but baby, you got me playing the field. So give me that toot-toot. Can I get a beep beep? Running a hands through my fro and bouncing up turning bows. Well, they say on the radio, the remix to ignition, it's hot and fresh out the kitchen. I'm a rolling that body, got every man in here wishing I said in a broken run. So what drunk gets the bounce, 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 bounce. It's like Murder, She Wrote. Once Eddie takes off his clothes, still I hear screaming low. You're not feeling what you feel. No more hope and wishing. I'm about to take my key and stick it in your ignition. So give me that toot toot. Can I get a beep beep? Running her hands through my fro and bouncing up 20 bows. While they say on the radio, the remix to ignition, it's hot and fresh at the kitchen. Mama rolling that body, got every man in here wishing I'm sipping on coke and rum. So I'm drunk, it's the freaking weekend, baby, I'm about to have me some fun. Crystal popping in the streets. Thomas on my left, Eddie on my right. Bring them both together, we got freaking all night. And after the con, it's the after party. And after the party, it's the hotel lobby. And around the back, we gotta clear the lobby and take you to your room and potentially discuss intersectional feminism or whatever. see my friend, we're bouncing on 20 bottles. But let's say everybody, the remix to ignition is out of fresh kitchen. Mind the road, everybody got every man inhibition. I'm sipping on coke and rum. So what I'm drunk, it's the freaking weekend, baby, I'm about to have me some fun, fun, fun. We hope you enjoyed this performance of Tarzan and Jane.
This is why we make sure Eddie's mic's on before he gets here, usually.
Okay,
So
we
I
have
can use this one. Hi guys!
I warmed him up for you.
I am not a young man.
Okay.
You breaking it?